It's 9 a.m. on a Friday and Hallease must prepare for her day. Already up and dressed, she retreats to the backyard of her rental to allow her Australian Shepherd dog, named Dakota, time to pee and play. As she sniffs about, cataloging every cat that has roamed the yard, Hallease sits close by on a fallen log that has now become a makeshift bench.
Yeah, I got Dakota when she was about 4, and my husband and I went and found her at the shelter, and I don't know, something about her just spoke to us. So now she's coming up on 9 at the beginning of 2017. In February she turns 9, so she's been with us for a while. She's a good dog.
It begins to drizzle. Hastily, they return inside. As a video producer, Hallease's life is very solitary in nature. Her husband, Mr. Hallease, leaves for work at 7:30 a.m. She keeps a dog so she does not lose her sanity. She spends much of the day at her computer, editing and producing content for various technology companies, breaking from time to have small bursts of interaction on social media and with her husband via her smartphone. Dakota, a constant companion, spends much of the morning resting by her side. By midday, she breaks for lunch. She prepares what remains of yesterday's meal, baked chicken with collard greens and Spanish rice, a telling mixing of her African-American heritage and adopted Latino culture. Mr. Hallease returns home from work. After a brief greeting, the two set off towards downtown San Antonio. Over the weekend, they will both be running in marathon competitions. Hallease has been training for a 10-kilometer race for a little over 2 months. Mr. Hallease has been training for a half marathon. Today, they pick up their racing packages.
Biggest obstacles this weekend are being wet and chafing.
My glasses are wet.
Mine are too.
Quietly, she gets up and dresses herself, taking care to pick out clothing that will keep her warm while also repelling the inclement weather conditions. Mr. Hallease decided to waterproof my shoes last night. We'll see how that helps or does not help. The Rock and Roll Marathon is a big tourism attraction in San Antonio. Runners come from all over the country to test their endurance amidst San Antonio's beautiful downtown area.
Gentlemen, you can come up to behind the first man, if you would. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You hit the GPS? Nice.
Take good care. Enjoy.
As she begins her race, it starts to rain.
Yeah, welcome ladies and gentlemen, here man, Rock and Roll San Antonio 10K.
She completes the 10-kilometer race in a little over an hour.
It was hard?
I almost barked.
Oh. Yay!
And I was like, I'm so close. I'm so close. Don't barf, no. That's why I had to stop. It's like, oh, it's going to come up. Oh, I don't know. It's just going to be water. Because I haven't eaten it. It's going to come up.
Or are you not cold?
I'm not cool.
You're not cold? I don't know if I should wear my jacket.
It helped. Having the thermal helped. I would definitely suggest wearing a beanie. Because even the beanie stopped a lot of the water from getting onto my head, which kept me warmer. I was running and then I'd like do this and all this water would just fall off my head. So it stopped a lot of it from getting to my hair, which kept me warmer. So, yeah.
Yay!
Oh.
Let's get you in front of the Alamo.
Feeling accomplished after her training and perseverance, they return home to rest. Mr. Hallease's race is considerably more crowded. Over 15,000 racers are scheduled to run the half marathon alone. They are apprehensive of the large crowds and security is tight. The U.S. is still feeling ripple effects of uncertainty and general uneasiness after the Boston Marathon bombings a few years prior. Hallease will be able to follow Mr. Hallease through a tracker on his shoe. As he runs, she'll receive text updates on his progress.
Each corral will then be released in intervals of 1 to 2 minutes. So please be patient. We'll get all of you started safely.
As he prepares to take off, it begins to rain. In a little over 2 hours, Mr. Hallease crosses the finish line. This journey has been a long one for them both. We as humans tend to pull deeper meanings from simple struggles, giving us a sense of purpose and motivation and allowing us to feel, at least for a brief moment, that we are in control of our own destiny. It is in this self-inflicted struggle we see our true strength as individuals in our ability to adapt and move forward. It is a simple realization: if I can do this, then I can achieve anything.